What's up, y'all? It's your boy Flo, live from Brooklyn. I'm live from the M train. I gotta get off the M train. Y'all gonna see me get off the M train. Then I gotta take the J train the rest of the way to where I stay at. For me, I had to go and make some moves today. I had to go to the food stamp office. Yeah, I said it. I don't care what nobody say. I'm living my truth. Y'all know how I do. I had to go handle some business at the food stamp office and go, handle some business with my card so they could keep sending me my free bread. So for me, I enjoy it because at the same time, like, the money I make doing my Uber Eats, which is my cash, I don't really got to spend that, and I could, really be working on my saving, and I could just, try to just spend as much of the food stamps as I can so I could save my cash. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? Being accountable, being real, and accepting your circumstances for what they are, and, you know what I'm saying, moving through properly and not putting on no facades and no images because you're worried about what people think. One thing I gotta say too, you see me shaking my head and all that, it's just like I, can't help but think about the bro Q, have the subway stabbing and all that, and, did my research and I seen that subway stabbings is at an all-time high in 2022. They said the most that it's been for the past 20 years, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but I was trying to do my homework on it when I looked up subway stabbings, trying to see like subway stabbings, how much has been happening this year, so I could like really tell y'all in this content that I got for y'all. First thing I seen that popped up was a bunch of links about Q, and it just got me more tight. So I ain't really look too much into it after that because I was like, it kind of threw me off right there. I just want to give y'all a little bit of the scenery of the town. Sorry if the content is not the best, but y'all know how I do is raw and uncut, and I figured out how to do it better. So next time, the content will be better in terms of me, recording these kind of like a vlog. We just arrived at Marcy Avenue. For me, this is the first stop in Brooklyn on the M train and the J train. Marcy Avenue, for those that don't know, I don't care about none of this industry stuff, but Jay-Z is from Marcy. He grew up in Marcy Projects. My grandpa, may he rest in peace, he died from lung cancer. He lived in Marcy Projects his entire life. It's crazy sometimes being on these trains and just like being around these people that you could just see. Like somebody like me, you see how tall I am, almost hit my head on the top of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and, I got my hoodie on and all that. This the scenery where I got off at, Marcy Avenue. Just trying to get y'all to feel. I want to do this more so y'all could just see where I be at, what it's like on my side of town, for those especially that's not from where I'm from. And really just give y'all this raw content. I really just be feeling out people's energy. My third eye is so open. Sometimes it scares me how much I can see. I be feeling like I could look at somebody and literally read their mind. No exaggeration. And I can just see people are also worried about all of the stuff that's happening in New York with these subway stabbings. And I could tell these women, that be on the train, the J train, just arrived. Word, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be goofy and all that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you could just see, like, especially women that be by themselves, like, they be the most, I wouldn't say the most, but, like, they definitely, you could see they anxiety, you know what I'm saying? For me, we just got on the train. This is what it's like, if you standing up in front of the train doors where it literally tell you, do not stand and lean on. There's a well-known fact that nobody in New York cares about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's on you if you get caught slipping and them doors open and you got your headphones blasted, you ain't paying attention, them doors open, we arrive to the stop and them doors open on your behind and then you fall on your booty. You know what I'm saying? That ain't never happened to me, but like, or I'm sure that happened to somebody because, sometimes you could definitely get caught lacking. For me, let me know what y'all thinking of the scenery, if y'all feeling out the vibes. For me, this, we in Brooklyn right now, live from the J train. It's just like, it's crazy being on the train. You feeling everybody's energy out, and just, the experience of what it's like just being on the train every day around a bunch of bots. It's like the more you raising your frequency on this journey, it's just like you can see everybody around you, just got dead energy. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's just surreal being around that on a daily basis. And sometimes, I guess the pros and cons of being in New York is like the pros is like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you facing yourself and you seeing, the truth in everybody else, you know what I'm saying, could definitely be a pro because, you're becoming more sharp and you have no choice but to be around a bunch of people all the time. So, it's sharpening you up. New York definitely is sharpening you up serious, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why New York drill is what it is and why New York always been ahead of the game, just as far as with movies, industry, whatever, you know what I'm saying? New York is just the place that everybody admires because it's just, the way it sharpens you depending on who you are and the type of journey that you on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, and I'll say the cons is just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like having to be around a bunch of people all the time and you got no choice just every single day. Like you riding these trains and you public transportation, you around, you probably done seen hundreds of people daily, on a daily. You know what I'm saying? Maybe thousands depending on what train you on and where you commuting to, back and forth from, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy that, Q situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, that could have been anybody the way these trains is, you know what I'm saying? And it's people, it's women that be getting abused on the train, you know what I'm saying? I heard stories of women, just a random homeless man might just start beating on her for no reason, might punch her before he walk out the train, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you eating your food in the train, somebody just gonna slap the food out your hand, like, it's really Gotham City. Like, the energy, it really feel that way. Even on your worst day, it's like, you feel that instinct inside of you just being around here that just make you feel like you just always got to be on your sharpness. So for those that be wondering, like, how I still am able to be so sharp going through certain things that I done been through and even relapses and whatever, it's just like because I done lived in New York for so long, it's like it's like I've been having to stay sharp no matter what I was going through, no matter how I felt, no matter heartbreak, whatever. You know how many different train rides I'd have had to take, looking out this same window y'all see me looking at, just this was my meditation before I knew about meditation, listening to music, staring out the train window, listening to music, just thinking about my life, where I want to be, where I'm headed at, why the world is the way it is. For me, just process everything, just staring out this window that you see me staring out, you know what I'm saying? So I think I just want to make more content, just showing y'all what it's like to just live in New York and just do what every New Yorker do with a New Yorker's meditation is staring outside that train window, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me personally, I always enjoyed standing up in front of the window versus sitting down in front of people staring at you and all that, you know what I'm saying? See how I'm saying? Like, imagine you sitting on one end, people sitting on the other. You every time you peek your head up, you might catch somebody looking in your face. Like, that's how a lot of problems have started on these trains that you be seeing too. You know what I'm saying? Even just like where you see them people standing up at, you could just feel people, like, let's say you came from up them stairs and you on that same platform, you walking past, like how you see them walking past from them stairs that you just saw. You can see the fear in people's eyes, just like, oh, I hope nobody push me on the tracks, or, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff like that be happening. Like, a random person might just throw you in the tracks, like, you know what I'm saying? It sound wild, but it's like, this Gotham for real, you heard? Like, it really just be like that. It really just be random darkness going on, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, New York is just, we got so much access to just BS, you know what I'm saying? Like, so many people you just see on a day-to-day basis that just swallowed by, peer pressure, just swallowed by, you know what I'm saying, just day-to-day, just being around people, can't be by themselves, whatever. We're going to talk more about that, but I had just got off the train at my stop, feel me, off the J train, and I had got caught for hopping the train the other day, allegedly, and what police officers been doing, you see this yellow thing right here, was a police officer hiding behind this yellow thing. See, they got a lock on it and everything. It's serious because what they doing is, like, when you go and hop over the train, what we normally like to do is we'll look before we hop to see like if it's boys over there before we do. And then as soon as I hopped, try to land on Ninja Pro, you know what I'm saying? My feet ain't even make no noise. I was Ninja Pro with it. Soon as I get over, there's a police officer right there behind that yellow thing. I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And I try to play it off like he ain't see nothing, kept walking. Another police officer up the staircase, and the other dude behind me that I tried to be smooth and walk past, he was like, yo, bro, you know why I'm stopping you, right? And I'm like, yeah, I was at the food stamp office today. Energy in there, you know, it's just like the movies, you know what I'm saying? The energy in there is like, bruh, get me out of here. I cannot wait to get out of here type of energy. This the paper that they gave me. The number that I had, and you know, when I was waiting, it was only on like 130 or 40. So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be here for hours. Nah, what I'm really initially supposed to do is I'm supposed to be there very early in the morning, like when they first originally opened, and then I still might be there for some hours, but I'll still be able to like get out of there, you know, maybe before the afternoon. They open at 8:30 a.m. And if I get there at 8:30 a.m., then I could probably get out of there before 1 o'clock, hopefully before 12. But at the end of the day, these are the things that we got to do out here as men, depending on your situation. We all facing different struggles out here. So you wasting your time trying to judge me for mine, it literally makes no sense, because there's thousands of people living on this planet that you never met before that's going through struggles. And y'all wasting y'all time, but you gonna individually tease every single person, or you just gonna tease me because I'm the public figure that's out here trying to make change and put myself out there to inspire people to not, you know, be hiding in a corner or be hiding somewhere because you don't want to, you know, put yourself out there because you're afraid of people judge you. Like, bro, it's so many people that is on this earth that is hiding just like you because they going through stuff. But at the end of the day, y'all be wondering why, you know, so many people going through stuff and they're not really ascending. That's because they allow what they going through to define them as a person, to the point where they start acting and moving a certain way and hiding in a corner, in a cut where nobody can see them at, because they're worried about what people would think of them, when everybody has to start from somewhere. But you know, another thing of what people do is people would try to put an age bracket on struggle. Like, for example, you know, and this is how they trap people in being at a low vibration and being afraid to face their truth and live their truth, because, you know, you got grown men and grown women out here that's afraid to tell people their age and stuff like that. You ask somebody, yo, how old you are? They like, oh, I don't be. Like, bro, what? Are you serious? Like, is it really that serious, bro? Like, people really be hiding, bro. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's like, bro, man, like, live your life, bro. That's what I'm on here for. Just live my life, you know what I'm saying? And really, for me, just document the ups and the downs of just a man just going through life, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's real, you know? And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? As long as we keep doing our thing on SR, on NoFap, and celibacy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we need to do at the end of the day, because, you know, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a little update on this whole Q situation, how it got me feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very, very heavy for me, you know what I'm saying, to have to accept that Brody, you know what I'm saying, went out like that. And I was talking to him for over a year, you know, really trying to just get in his head and be that positive influence in his life that I know he don't have, because, you know what I'm saying, he from the Bronx. I already know what's up, bro. Like, everybody is out for themselves. There's a free-for-all out there like Call of Duty. Nobody care about how you feel today. Nobody can even see that type of stuff. Everybody just look at you like you a blank, you know what I'm saying? Like, the bot activity going on psychologically with people is wild, because you could literally tell that people cannot feel it inside of them to be able to have, you know, sympathy for another person. You know, people so numbed out by you know, numbing themselves out with instant gratification, numbing themselves out with you know, just instant gratification of the sight, which, you know, boils over and comes down to like you having indulged in other activities and other putting other things in your body and feeding your system other things psychologically in your eyes that just makes you just a numbed out person, makes you just numb. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that drive me crazy too, because it's like I be hearing ambulance sirens 100 times a day, bro. Like, and it's so annoying, like having to always hear that. Like, other day they was just shooting outside of my shelter. I heard a gunshot so loud, I was minding my business. I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It was one of those, like, that's what a gunshot will do to you every time, no matter how many times you done heard them. I done grew up and heard gunshots forever. So, and I still to this day, when I hear one, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be feeling like a war vet in the army or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what, you know, that's real PTSD that a lot of people in the streets got to deal with, that where you grow up places where I grew up at. You know, you gonna have PTSD kind of similar to somebody that was in war. Literally grew up in Marhaven projects hearing gunshots every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was regular. You know what I'm saying? Seeing helicopters flying with their flashlight out, you know, shining their light on the floor and in the buildings because somebody on the run. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, and you know, my purpose is to always get on here and speak about the journey of SR, NoFap, and celibacy, because it's so crucial. It's so crucial how grounded it'll make you. You know, being able to, like, okay, I'm facing myself. You facing yourself all the time because you fighting urges psychologically and you trying to work towards being positive. Now you got this whole new outlook on life, that you could be a better man if you start putting certain things in place. You start looking at other people, and now you start becoming like a sidekick, because you could almost like look at people like you Professor X from X-Men, and you could really read people's mind and see that they don't have the intellect or they don't have the vision that you have. And just being able to see that in people every day, you know, just riding the train, whatever. And don't worry, I'm gonna get better with my footage with the train and all that. Don't worry about that, because I think I figured out how to do it, you know, better the way I can see better this time. So I'm gonna do more of that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, you know, sad that my boy Q really just crashed out like that. And was crazy about the train, you know, that everybody understand that's from the town is like, that could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, Q could have been anybody. Me personally, I done let so many people live, from ice grilling me, from bad energy, from yelling and screaming on the train, from, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of different situations I could think about where it's like, and I used to walk around with it on me. Like, I used to walk around, I'm talking about with a blade that'll do something filthy, my boy. With a nice little switchy, you know what I'm saying? Whoop, nice little switch. Would have did something filthy, and it's so crazy because it's like how filthy one of them switchies can even do somebody. It's like, you know, running down on somebody on the sneakiness. Like, it's a difference when you sneaking somebody, you just like, yo, I'ma sideline them, and you just like, poof, you know what I'm saying? That could really do damage, you know, like, especially somebody like me that's squeezing on something like this every single day, each hand, and it's do it say the weight on here? It don't. But this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is 80 pounds I be squeezing on every day. So just know, if I really wanted to, I have a daddy, word to bro, for me. And imagine somebody like me with the grip strength that I have, though. I be doing my calisthenics, whatever, and I walk up on some, and you know, I'm smart. You can see it in my eyes, I'm smart. Imagine me hawking something down on a sneaky tip, get up close on his body. Next thing you know, he done got poked 3-4 times. By the time he reacts to it, it's already too late. He can't even gather his breath. You know how easy that is, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, sad to say Q, you know, took the easy way out because he was feeling how he felt in that moment. And y'all can't be doing that, because nothing about this journey that we on is easy. It's all about accepting every day that what you're doing is going to be hard, and accept that and carry that weight, and it's going to make you a man. because you was never a man. Now this journey is gonna make you a man. So stay solid, y'all. I got more great content coming soon, man. I'm really moving like a content creator. Always thinking about content. Never worried about disappearing. Don't worry about that, because I'm tired of seeing these YouTubers doing that. I don't care what I'm going through, none of that. We making this content. Always know that. I ain't never giving up on y'all. How I, for me, had to let go of my boy Q, and then last time we spoke on the phone was 2 months ago, and then 2 months later, you know what I'm saying, TC Talks was just telling me how he ran into bro. You know, he said, yo, I was walking down the street minding my business in the Bronx. You know, shout out TC Talks. He like, yeah, I saw Q. Q walked up on me, and he was like, yo, he was like, for me, remember me from Eric Live, this, that, and the third. He was telling TC to, like, you know, tell him to tell me to holler at him, because that was around the time where I had, like, told him to, like, stop calling me because I was mad at him. We was kind of arguing on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And TC told me about that. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, yo, I bet you he felt like he was famous because you recognized him. Because he was telling me that after the live that we did, he was like, yo, he was like, wow, we got 1,000 views, bro. He was like, I'm lit now. That's crazy. I'm like, yo, bro, you not famous, bro. I'm not even famous for real. Like, bro. Yo, man, I hope Q get it together in there. I hope he working out, doing his thing. I hope y'all doing what y'all got to do. I ain't trying to make y'all sad, telling y'all these real situations and all that. It's just about spreading that awareness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I already know what you was thinking, my boy. You was looking at the video like, yo, this nigga need a haircut. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. I know I don't. Been doing my push-ups, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, one more thing. You know, I just got back in the crib, just doing my push-ups. One more thing I want to add is just like, even looking like this, word to everything I love. Like, I do stuff like this because I just want to experience what it's like to just, like, for me, like, get that raw attraction and prove it to my subconscious that we don't need to be doing all this extraness that we thought we had to do with swag and all this other stuff to get attraction. Because a man is a man at the end of the day, no matter how we dress, no matter how many times we keep up with the shape ups and all that, you know, at the end of the day. And it's tough sometimes being on a train. It's like, you see somebody like me on a train, people be nervous, and I be attempting to not really look at people too much because I just be not wanting to scare people and all that, you know what I'm saying? Because I know what people be thinking with all these subway slashes going on, people getting poked up left and right all the time. So for me, I want to do more vlogs, and we will. I don't even got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? And like, I ain't gonna hold you, just to give you an update on how I've been feeling with this whole, you know, this whole Q situation. I ain't gonna front, I've been low-key depressed. I've been feeling my body, feeling that heaviness. I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? You know, when I packed Jihad up, you know, the final boss troll, when I packed him up, when I spliffed him in that video, you know what I'm saying, I was fake celebrating, like I was getting sturdy, I was laughing, I was feeling great. Then a couple hours later, dude sends me the link to that. I'm just like, bro, couldn't even finish my celebration, but I'm gonna get back to that, because that man needed to be spliffed. Or setting a terrible example for people. Trying to, man, don't even, or like, we ain't even gotta talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'ma holler at y'all, man. We gonna do more of this, more consistent flow for me. Salute, y'all. Love. And oh yeah, before I spoke on the depression, I'm a pull through, you know, but I've been feeling it, you know. Feeling the heaviness, feeling that depression, feeling that just like that whackness, the sadness, but you know, I'm gonna pull through. And yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man, with more updates, more consistent flow. Peace.